My people, this story way day trend right now about Nnamdi Kanu and the clash in the National Assembly. And it's something that everybody needs to understand. Please, before we move on, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell, because the matter we're talking about today is hot and serious. You don't want to miss updates like this. Now, let's go straight to what's happening. During a recent sitting at the National Assembly, Honorable Obi Aguocha from Abia State stood up and said he wanted to talk about the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, who has been in detention for a while. He said that Nnamdi Kanu's health condition has become very bad, that the man is sick and he's not getting the proper medical care he needs. He even said doctors have already confirmed that Kanu's organs are weak and that his life might be at risk if nothing is done quickly. The whole thing started when Aguocha tried to speak on the floor of the House, but before he could even finish, Speaker Tajudeen Abbas interrupted him. The speaker said that Aguocha was not following the right procedure to bring up such a topic. He said the matter should come in as a proper motion, not as a point of privilege. And that's where the tension started. Aguocha refused to back down. He said, "You can't tell me to keep quiet. You don't have the right to stop me from talking about someone's life." That's when the whole place became tense, and you could feel that this was not just a small talk, it was real emotion. Now, let's pause there for a second. Please, if you're following this story, make sure you like this video right now. It helps this kind of important discussion reach more people. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that red button, because we bring you real stories that matter to Nigeria. So back to the gist. Aguocha said that since August, he had already written letters to the Speaker, to the Attorney General, and even to the President, asking them to intervene and allow proper medical care for Nnamdi Kanu. But according to him, nobody replied to those letters. He said he waited for weeks, months even, but there was no response. That's why he decided to bring the matter directly to the House floor to talk about it publicly so that Nigerians will hear what is going on. He said this is not about politics, not about tribe, but about humanity. He said, "This is about life. A man who has not been convicted of any crime deserves to live and get medical treatment." And, to be honest, many Nigerians understand that point, because even if you disagree with Kanu's politics, we all know that health is something every person deserves. At that moment, the Speaker, Abbas, got a bit defensive. He said he was not against helping or discussing the matter, but that Aguocha did not follow the right procedure. He told him to sit down. But Aguocha refused to stay quiet. He said, "You cannot shut me up, sir. You do not have the right to stop me from raising this issue." He was bold, and people in the chamber started murmuring. It almost turned into a shouting match. Now imagine the House of Representatives, where laws are made, suddenly turning into a heated argument because one lawmaker was trying to save a life. The Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, had to step in to calm things down. He said both sides should relax and handle the matter properly. He reminded them that emotions can be high, but procedures still need to be respected. After that, the Speaker said fine, the issue will be taken up later through the right process. But the video of that confrontation already went viral. People started reacting online. Some Nigerians praised Aguocha for being brave enough to speak up, saying that the man risked his position just to speak the truth. Others said he should have respected the rules of the House and followed due process. Now let's talk about why this story is so important. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, please.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Obi Aguocha. I represent the great people, Mr. Speaker, of Iguano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm an Abia man. Mr. Speaker, I rise on Order 6, Rule 2, matters of privilege.
What do you want to... Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. I wish to draw the attention of Mr. Speaker and the House that on the 26th of August 2025, I wrote a letter to Mr. Speaker, the House of Representatives, as well as a letter to the Attorney General of the Federation and a letter to Mr. President, urging for the urgent intervention request in the deteriorating health conditions of my constituent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Up until today, Mr. Speaker, I have yet to receive any response from Mr. Speaker, from Mr. President, and from the Attorney General, despite the deteriorating health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom has been evaluated by his own team of doctors and came up with a report which was attached to the letter that was submitted to Mr. Speaker and to the President and as well to the Attorney General. Second evaluation has been conducted by the Nigerian Medical Association, and the results even further confirms the deteriorating health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he has organ deficiencies, low potassium, and that he is, as we speak, on the verge of death. Mr. Speaker, at the instruction of the court instructed in 8 days for the Nigerian Medical Association to also do their own assessment. So there are 3 reports now, Mr. Speaker, all leading to the same direction. I quote the judge. The judge says, only a man who is alive and living can stand trial. Mr. Speaker, this is not politics or any other thing, but it is a fundamental human right that should be ascribed to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Most other people in that gap have been given opportunities to even travel overseas to seek medical attention. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is neither convicted of any crimes in Nigeria and must be protected under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, Mr. Speaker, a lot of progress has been made in order to see that the government does the right thing to be able to afford Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the urgent treatment that he needs. It's significant, Mr. Speaker, if otherwise.
My dear honorable colleague,
yes, sir.
I do not see where your privilege is conflicted here.
I have not received a letter that I wrote to the Speaker. I'm a member of the House, and my office deserves a response, whether it's positive or not. But as a member, and the letters were received by your office on the 27th of August, right here.
Is the letter you wrote to Mr. Speaker's office just a notification?
Not a notification,
or a demand for a certain action to be taken?
Yes, we requested for a certain action, which was to intervene in the medical condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom is now, his health condition is deteriorating.
If it is something specific to the office of the Speaker, Honorable, I find it a little bit intriguing that you will come by way of a privilege to demand action to be taken.
Mr. Speaker, the letter was written.
Of the Speaker that you have direct
Mr.
access
Speaker,
to.
the letter was written since August 26th.
You have direct, unfettered, Honorable.
Yes, sir.
Unfettered access to my office.
It really helps more people hear this gist. Now, what's happening here is more than just one man talking about another man's health. This situation is a big test of how much Nigeria values human rights and how far our leaders can go to protect citizens, even those who are controversial or unpopular. Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for a long time now, facing several charges related to his role as leader of IPOB. But it's important to remember, he has not been convicted. That means by law, he's still presumed innocent until proven guilty. So Aguocha's point was simple. Let the man get medical treatment. If he's guilty, let the court decide. But don't let him die in detention. And honestly, that's a point that cuts across every tribe and every party. Because today it's Kanu, tomorrow it could be anybody. So Nigerians are asking, how long will this go on? Why is it so hard to do the simple thing to allow medical care? Even the reports Aguocha mentioned are serious. He said the Nigerian Medical Association and some independent doctors have already confirmed that Kanu's organs are failing. That's not something to joke about. If someone dies in custody when there are medical warnings, it's not just a tragedy, it's a failure of justice. Now, as we speak, many Nigerians are waiting to see if the House will take real action. Aguocha said he will still bring a full motion to the floor soon, so that lawmakers can officially debate and call on the government to intervene. If that happens, it will show that the House is ready to use its power to protect citizens' rights, not just follow politics. Please, before we continue, like this video right now if you're still watching. Drop a comment too. Do you think the lawmaker did the right thing by speaking up that way, or should he have waited and followed the rules quietly? I really want to hear your view in the comments, because this matter affects everybody. Now, let's look at something deeper. This whole situation is also showing us how power and procedure work in government. Sometimes, leaders hide behind rules to avoid uncomfortable issues. But when a human life is at stake, should rules come first, or should compassion come first? That's the big question. Also, this clash between Aguocha and Speaker Abbas is not just about one event. It's also a reflection of how Nigeria's democracy is growing. Lawmakers are beginning to speak up more boldly, even when it means confronting their leaders. That's actually a good sign. It shows that people are not afraid to use their voices anymore. Now, if you look at the way people are reacting online, you'll notice something interesting. Some say Aguocha is simply fighting for justice, while others think he's just trying to gain popularity. But let's be honest, not everyone has the courage to stand up in front of powerful people and say, "You can't silence me." Whether you agree with him or not, it takes guts to do that. Many Nigerians also believe that if the government allows proper medical care for Kanu, it might actually reduce tension in the southeast. Because, for years now, his detention has been one of the main reasons behind protests and unrest in that region. Allowing him access to health care might calm things down and rebuild trust. So now, we're watching to see what the House of Representatives will do next. Will they keep quiet, or will they take real action this time? Because the world is watching too. Every time something like this happens, it raises questions about how Nigeria treats its citizens, especially those with opposing views. My people, please, if you're still watching, hit that like button. It really helps this channel grow. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so now, because I'm going to bring you updates as soon as new things happen in this story. You don't want to miss that. This story also teaches us something personal. The power of speaking up. Sometimes in life, when you see something wrong, you just have to say it, even if people don't like it. That's what Aguocha did. He could have stayed quiet and kept his position safe, but he chose to speak out because he felt someone's life was at stake. Whether you agree with him or not, that's courage.